let's crack on.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Digital Blueprint. Apologies for our little tardiness there. We wanted to really take a little bit of a closer look at Unuse 18. What was it for? Why is it put up there, and what does it mean for us? But more importantly, what's actually going on with Victory with Ash, and where are we going with this? What is the emphasis, and why the panic? Unuse 18 is an update, purely an update. We have a bridge across to the new business, which Ash has set up, called Victory with Ash. Now, what he did was he's allowed a certain number of people onto the plane first. Why has he done that? He's done it for two reasons. First of all, he's done it to test the platform. They've set up a new platform for us to be able to utilize, a new website specifically. So it's basically a case of testing that and bringing guys on. Now, why has he brought on who he's brought on? Well, a lot of us, hi Pete, glad you could join us.
Hi.
Why has he brought us on? Okay, over the last 5 years, a lot of us have spent a lot of time trying to keep others engaged. You could say we do heroes on a regular basis, etc. We've tried to help as many others as possible, and Ash had to make a decision based upon who's been respectful, who's been loyal, but that doesn't mean anything other than some of us have just got onto the plane first. Is that a measure of what's going to happen in the future? No, absolutely not, because this is not necessarily a numbers game. So I'm redundant for a start. But it's not a numbers game. It's finding people that you can work with. Now, there's going to be training within Victory with Ash, so you're going to want to work with people that you get along with, that are keen to learn, who want to succeed, who see the vision and say, do you know what? Absolutely, if that can help me and grow my business at the same time, and I can learn along the way, even better. So you've got to take this into consideration. So initially, they set the platform up, and they've been using that to ramp it up. Now, people are starting to panic out there. I don't understand quite why. Oh, I'm sharing my link everywhere. No, it's not that way at all. As I said expressly, what you're trying to do is to find people that you can work with, because this is a circle of friends who want to get together, who want to be able to build a business, who want to be able to learn. So, we've got to look at it from the point of view of who would I prefer to work with? Who do I resonate with? Who is easy to understand? These type of scenarios. So the object of the exercise was to set up this bridge, to check its functionality and its stability, etc., which is exactly what's happening, which is fantastic. And once we get into that system, the first thing I would suggest that anybody does is to read very carefully the code of conduct. And why am I saying that? Well, I'm saying that because these are moralities, morals, issues and rules of respect that we want to have moving forward. We want to make sure are in place. So it's best that we have a look at that, read that through, and understand what our responsibilities will be from that code of conduct. Now, the object of the action, object of the exercise is really to ensure that we uphold this trust and the commitment. So it's far more than just a link that people have to be able to hand out. As I said, it's imperative that you find people that you are keen to work with. So this is the exciting bit. There's room for everybody, so don't panic. As I said, it's not a numbers game. It is, we will get in, more will get in, etc., etc. And you will want to start to learn things and see the training that's going on within there once it gets to that point. So, Collins, I'm going to pass it across to you because I know you'd like to tell people exactly a little bit more about what's going on.
Yes, Andy, I just like your intro, which is really great. And you've just touched it, in a way. You talk about O News 18. And I'll just really, you know, ask everyone who is in the old business to go and read the O News 18 because everything is self-explanatory. I know you touch about the functionality and everything. I would say the functionality is great. Nothing. I lost myself. Did I lost a little
You're
bit?
back. You're back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So functionality, Andy, for me is perfect. Security wise, everything. Yes, it's just about scalability. They opt it and they scale it. So Ash is growing it strategically because if it was about open it for everyone to come in, it will not be. The system. We're talking about the system. Ash want to measure as people are coming in. That's why you talk about, you opt it, you scale it, and then you balance it to make sure everything works seamlessly. Even when you build a new software, there is no way you can just open it to the mass market like that. You allow it a little bit, you scale it up, and then you do what you want to do. You open it again, you do what you want to. That's what Ash is doing. Let me put it in layman way because you talk about scalability, a lot of people don't get it. But you said, all right, I want this amount to come in. Then you look at it again, you observe it, you monitor the system, then you open it again a little bit. So when those who are coming in, whatever challenge you are having, forget about it. The company know what they are doing. That's IT. We're talking about IT here. A solution. It is new. It is fresh and new. But Ash want a control as people are coming in. Ash can open it, but they want a total control of it. That is why you seeing what you are seeing. Some people say, "Oh, I couldn't forget about it." But now let's look at the promise. They say, as promised, Victory with Ash officially opened during the month of October. Is it yes or no? It is yes. Was it excited? Yes. But the company begin the process by strategically onboarding. That we talk about strategy here. Every company have their strategy of entry and exit. We talk about entry and exit criteria. When you want to enter a market, you have a strategy to enter that market. So there is strategic entry, onboarding. And that's why I talk about coming in, balance it, monitor it, and then open it again seamlessly. It is a gradual process. You can't just open it and say 1.8 billion, 8.5 billion can come in. No, you don't do that. How do you monitor the system? It's by strategically opening the system, allow it, stabilize it, and then opt it again. And then, balance it again and something like that. That's what is happening behind the scene. Will there be issue and challenges? Yes. But they know about it. You don't even need to worry yourself. So I said now they are onboarding, and the onboarding process is going on as we speak. 100% is going on. People are coming in gradually, but regulated and controlled by Mr. Ash Mufara and the team. That's one of the things we need to get that. So if you are not in yet, there is no rush. Whether you come in first or you come in last, you will still get in. We are all boarding the same train and we are all going to the same destination. But the only thing the company is doing is about control the process, monitoring the process, make sure everything is coming up, is coming seamlessly the way the company wanted. They have a strategy of rolling everybody in, those who choose to come in. But again, this is the first I want to say. They said this is the first stage for us to do what? To move into our big, bold, beautiful shared dream. Without coming into victory with Ash, there is no way you get into that big, bold, beautiful shared dream, because it's a learning platform where all of us will be taught, educated, understand what is going on in this business before Ash will say, wow, now these are the right people with the right mindset, and now please come into that dream that I've promised you. That's what the company is doing. Secondly, or thirdly, Ash is more concerned about quality, not quantity. The quality of people you will attract and the company will attract is what Ash is really concerned about. You know, that is why they are doing what they are doing, to make sure they attract those with the right mindset, you know, those who are patient, those who are not focusing only on themselves, me, and I only. Those who can look, you know, take 2 steps back, look, you know, at the bigger picture and say, yes, this is what Ash really wants from us. Those who are team player, those who are collaborative, those who really understand the vision and the mission. Why Ash is doing what he's doing. He is not doing it for himself. He is doing it because he wants to help humanity. It's not about money. I'm coming here because my wallet. If you are that type of person, victory of Ash is not for you. If you are thinking about money, somebody has promised you A, B, C, victory of Ash, you'll be disappointed 100%. If you have that mindset, forget about it, because when you come in, you'll be disappointed. That's my promise, and I will assure you that victory of Ash is far more bigger and better than what you think. It's not about what you think. If you are coming about individualistic mindset, and this is what I will benefit, this is what I will gain, you coming with multi-level, I will attract this and this, because my friend, just forget about it. Because Ash have multiple ways to put this system. It's about an IT company that will attract the mass market, that can bring in 2, 3, 4, 5 billion customers. It's not about you bringing what you want to bring, because all of us here, none of us can sell IT product. None of us. Ash Mofara alone and the company know how to market the product. But if you are coming with that mindset, my friend, I will disappoint you today. You'll be the biggest loser. Coming with the mindset of appreciating what Ash is doing, coming with the mindset of humbleness, the mindset of patience, the mindset of humility, the mindset of collaboration, the mindset of learning what is there for us in victory with Ash, the mindset of appreciation. If you come with that rightful mindset, victory of Ash is for you. Thank you. I'll leave it there, Andy, and we'll take it again.
Thanks, Collins. Thanks for joining us, Pete. I know you're in pain with your bad back, but thank you for joining us. As you know, we're kind of covering off a little bit about what's going on with Victory and with Ash, and obviously on News 18. So please tell us your thoughts.
Well, I've got to really take my hat off to Collins there, because he's absolutely nailed it on the head. He's covered everything that really needs to be covered. Okay, so all I'm really going to add to this now is, obviously everybody's rushing to get in and they're all panicking about, oh, I need the link. It's not about numbers, okay? As Collins has already said, and I'm sure Andy's probably said before I came on, okay, it's about, it's put together strategically, so Ash knows what he's doing, okay? So everybody's going to have the opportunity to come in through the link, okay, but the link is going to be shared to them, you know, through people who they want. Let's put it this way. Sorry, I'm getting myself confused here. people that has obviously got the link, they are going to share the link to the people they want to obviously be working with, and obviously the people that they can trust, and they know that that's going to work the business and be quite ethical about the business, and not bring down the business. Okay, these are the people that Ash wants in the business. Mind people thinking the right way. We don't want people coming in thinking they're going to come in and where's my money? This is not what it's all about. Victory with Ash is a learning platform. It's a learning. It's going to teach you to have the right mindset. It's going to teach you to build a business attitude. It's going to teach you how to run a business. Okay, and the way Ash is obviously designed this, this is how we are thinking that we obviously got different sorts of modules within Victory with Ash, and we're going to go through Victory with Ash, and we're going to watch videos. And as we watch videos, we probably might have to answer some questions. It's going to be fun. It's going to be simple to do, and it's going to be fun. But it's going to change your mindset and make you realise what about running a business is all about. It's not about having something handed to you on a plate. This is a business, and we've got to run it as a business. Okay, and as I'm going to go back now, I know that people obviously are struggling to get in. We have issues with the KYC. Okay, and again, like Collins has already said, it's because there's so many people coming in, and Ash is strenuously doing it bit by bit. So, just keep on. If you've been invited and you're lucky enough to have the link, okay, and you haven't been able to complete the KYC, don't worry. Just keep logging in, keep trying. It's going to happen. Okay, this is going to be. This is obviously. You got to remember, there's 1.4 million founders. Okay, and that's people that were involved in the old coming to the new. We have people obviously from outside who are obviously looking in. So we've got a lot of people that obviously want to join Victory with Ash. Okay, so you can't have that many amount of people coming in all at once. So it's got to be done in stages, and that's what Ash is doing. We're doing it in stages. Okay, and you'll all have the opportunity to get in. Obviously, there's a few bad apples there. Ash has already said he's not going to let them in. We don't want them in. We want to obviously treat this as a business, as I said, and we want the right people in. So I can't really say no more on what Collins has already said, though, to be fair. I think he's done a fantastic job and covered it from the IT side. But be patient. Keep following, the people that you're working with. Follow what they're telling you, because they are probably having updates, from within, and they're obviously passing on the information to you. Okay, and just be patient. It's all going to happen, and it's going to happen pretty quick. So, back to you, Andy. Okay.
Thanks. We know that he wanted to start the process before the end of October, which he's done. This onboarding process will go through November and probably into December, and then well into the future, as we well know. Please be very careful. Don't tell anyone, join me. You've got to really look at who it is you're talking to, and who you would like to work together with. This is very important. Once it's open to the public, that's fine. But at the moment, we know it's within our ranks. It's within, as Pete put it, the old, moving across into the new. So, and I love this because I think it's Sanat that said, Victory with Ash is a platform where you want to grow, learn real skills, and make a positive difference in the world. Absolutely, it is. These skills that we're going to learn, and I'm going to say this because we all know Ash is an expert in his field, but he wasn't when he started. How did he get going? Well, he paid an exorbitant amount of money to be trained by top experts in their field. And when I mean paid, he's an exorbitant amount. This is thousands and thousands to get close to somebody who knows exactly what they're doing and how to do it. To be able to spend time with them and find out and learn. So what we're going to see is we're going to see some of these experts and be able to learn from them as well, but at no cost to us. Now, that is something rather special, because again, if you think about this, I'm sure you've been bombarded with guys that say, oh yeah, you can come to our live event and it's going to cost you X number of pounds or dollars or whatever. And you go, hold on a minute. Yeah, I would love to be able to afford that. But right now, I'm not in a position to be able to spend my last penny on going across to California to see somebody that is at the top of the tree. So when we have this opportunity presented to us, and this will happen within Victory with Ash, then this is something exceedingly special. And it's those that take advantage of this and learn as much as you possibly can along the way that will make a huge difference to us moving forward. Collins, any further thoughts that you'd like to add before we go?
You're muted, mate.
Yeah, Andy, you just did it, and I like the way Peter also explained things. But you know, when we look into O News 18, the one we just received now, Ash made a statement. He said the doors are open, the energy is building, and the future is bright. I'll just put it, summarize it, is bright. He said one step, one moment, and one victory at a time. One step. So we are moving step by step, gradually, you know, and it is one victory. It is not separate victory. That's why I made the statement here. I said, it doesn't matter if you are first or you are last. We all have one victory. That's why I call it victory with. It didn't say victory for Ash. He didn't say victory alone. He said victory with Ash. The moment you come in, you are glued to Ash. And whatever victory that happened is collective victory. It is not a single victory. That is why those who have come in, you are not hearing my team, my this, except some people use crazy names now. Sometimes I'm sure the old is gone. Wipe your brain. The moment you come in, it is circle. We are all one, the same level, the same platform, one victory with one man, Mr. Ashton. So there are certain names that, honestly, in certain communities which I've watched, my downline, my upline, my sightline, my this, please forget about that name. It doesn't exist again where we are going. It is one victory with one man, victory with Ash. We are glued with Ash because his success is our success. Our success is his success. Our performance will reveal. His performance will trigger down to all of us. We are one together, the same victory. But the only things that you need to think, are you ready to come in if the door is open? Because this door will not stay long. The company is about customers. It's about customers. Ash can bring the numbers, but we have to provide the quality. He is looking for quality from us because that number, he can bring it. I will share something here that will, maybe people will go back, sleep about it. When IT company build their software, they provide value. Most people look for value. When we use TikTok, we look for value because TikTok is providing that value. Ask yourself, what are you gaining? You are getting the value. That's why you are glued. You are getting the value of WhatsApp, of whatever you are using, social media platform. I want to go to the common platform. Organization also look for what they can use to better their business. Some of the products, some of us don't even know. But when you are a major organization, human resource software, all of those, they look for value. They are not going there because the company will give them anything. No. They go there because they know this software will provide the value to enhance their company to grow and optimize profit. That's what they look for. So those people Ash can bring. Hundreds and billions of them, Ash can bring it. But what Ash needs from those who are listening is quality. That's it. That's why I said the numbers, Ash can bring it if he wants to. He doesn't need us. He doesn't need me, Peter Rogers here, Chris Johnson, or call all the names you know. Ash doesn't need us because he can bring all of us back to pay for that product. Like Andy, you are paying for this. Tell me, are you getting any money in your pocket? No. You go because the value you are getting. We are sitting here talking. That's the value. If you don't pay, they will shut us down. You will never have this platform again. That's what I'm saying for all of us who are looking for something fresh and new to start to think about this. IT company don't need none of us. Because whether you like it or not, you'll use it one way or the other. But what Ash needs from us is our commitment, our loyalty, our humbleness, our respect, our collaboration, feel for each other, help each other. That's what he needs. He doesn't need anything from us anymore. Because none of us can pay for any IT product. You pay for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. If you cannot pay, they'll shut you down. But he is bringing us to share in this big, bold, beautiful shared dream. If only you make that decision to come in before they shut that door. That's what I want to say. That's why he said, one step, one moment, one victory at a time. There is only one victory. There's no two victory. And that victory is victory with Ash. Andy, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Now, those that are moving in right now, again, don't panic if you can't do your KYC straight away. You've got time. If you can't register straight away, you've got time. Don't panic. It's not an issue. If there is a problem with the platform, Ash is well aware of what's going on, and so is his team. So just nice and calm. It should be fine. Okay, guys, thanks ever so much for joining us today. Okay. Pete, was there anything else you wanted to add before we go?
Just follow up from what Collins was saying, okay, about quality. Absolutely, you need quality in any business, okay? You don't go into, if you're going to buy something, you want quality. If you're buying something, you want quality. And it's the same with people as well. We don't want people who are negative and down and all that about everything. Okay, we want quality people. But one thing I want to say is, once they come into Victory with Ash, we're all equal. Okay, from when we started, okay, from the early people that's involved to the last person that gets involved, we're all equal. We're here as a circle. We're here to work together and create something absolutely fantastic with Mr. Ash Mafara. Back to you, Andy.
Excellent. Thanks, guys. Apologies, it was Thursdays this week instead of our normal Tuesday. I know that kind of threw a lot of people, but thank you so much for joining us. If there isn't a show on, yeah, I didn't get back till 2 a.m. on Wednesday morning, so that was my fault. But we should be back again next Tuesday, subject to any other meeting cropping up, but we shall see everybody then. Meantime, thank you for joining us. Please do like, subscribe and share and get in touch. Thanks very much.
Bye.